My land is 100% made out of limestone rock. So what I gotta do is I gotta clean the rocks, make a flat surface, turn the rocks into a big wall to catch the water, and put a tarp on it. Let's get it done. After some serious heavy lifting, I got a load of rocks together, I made this massive wall, and I flattened this whole area behind me. It's about 12 by 12 meters, that's 120 square meters, ready to catch the water. Stone by stone, I created this heavy duty big ass wall that's facing slightly downwards, so that all of this area, the water can flow down and collect here at the bottom. After removing dead trees, massive boulders, and ripping out all of the roots, I got this place nice and flat. I covered it with this nice fine wood chips. Now it's ready for the next step. I need to find a really big solid tarp to lay over here and cover the entire surface. In the meantime, I will be working on the water storage area. I need to create a flat surface and then put a big ass tank there. Here is my rainwater catching area, and logically right below it will be my water storage area. Right above my sinkhole here, I'm making this nice new wall and terracing a new piece of land. I've been getting nice flat stones on the outside, filling everything up with smaller stones on the inside, and using sand to level everything. I got a new load of sand over there and rocks, and we'll cover it all so it's nice and level. I had this small 750 liter temporary water storage for the past year. Right below it will be the 2,500 liter permanent water storage. Of course, 2,500 liter is not much water to grow hundreds of fruit trees and a paradise of delicious fruits, but it's a beginning, and it will be the place where I can do some swimming. It'll function as a nice little tub, and it's made out of metal, so I can make a fire underneath it and use it as a hot tub. To support my big steel water tank, I'm gonna make two little walls and place it on top. So I made this wooden mold to fill with cement and rocks. That'll be my little wall. I'll make two of them right there. So it will basically be two little parallel walls like that, a metal big box on the top, and I can make a fire underneath and water is coming from the top. Next job will be getting some aggregate and cement and start pouring my first cemented wall. It's a new day, I got all the things together. I got a whole load of gravel and sand, I got a bunch of bags of cement, and now it's time to make my first concrete wall. Before we can start mixing and putting it in the mold, I need to put a layer of plastic on the inside so it doesn't get attached to the wood. Got this big piece of plastic and I'll cut it in the right size. Alright, I got it fitting pretty decently. It's a bit windy so it's blowing around, but I got some rocks on the top to keep it in. Fortunately I don't have a cement mixer, so I'm just gonna do it batch by batch in my wheelbarrow. This is a mixed aggregate with sand and stones, and I'll be using a 5:1 ratio between cement and the aggregate. So I'll just do the shovel, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 of cement. Hoppa. Now add some water and mix. I'm not going to use 100% concrete inside, but I'm also going to add some natural rocks, so I don't need as much. I got a nice amount of rocks there, and now I can add another layer of concrete. After covering the bigger rocks with cement, I need to make sure that it all goes into the corners to make sure that the wall stays structural and strong. Before placing the rocks into the cement, I dunk them in water to saturate them and clean them and make sure that they have a good bond with the cement. Then I wiggle them in place, smack them. Yeah, she's filling up nicely. I'm getting to the top. Now I'll just add some smaller rocks and smoosh them right in, and then I can finish off the top nice and smooth. Alright guys, it's all done and finished. You might notice that it's slanting downwards. That's because the water tank has an angled bottom. So I got an angled slope, I made it flat, then I made a flat box and put an angled slope on it again. But why? That is so that when I make a fire underneath, then all the smoke will go one side instead of both sides and smoking up your view. Now I have a smoke-free view to the Alps. And with view I mean when I'm sitting in the tub and I'm chilling in the water and looking out. Now I just need to wait a week or so and then I can unbox it. Or I just do this. Alright guys, it's been a week and it's time to unbox it. So I got my screwdriver and let's take out the screws. Time for the unboxing. Da, da, da. There we have it, the first beautiful cemented wall of my food forest. She's looking good, she's looking dry, and now it's time to make her companion. Alright guys, that's the second one all finished. Now we play the waiting game. It's another week later, today is a bit windy, but the second one is ready to unbox. Today I'm gonna add a layer of cement to the outside to smoothen it all out. Now I'll just mix some sand and cement and use this thing to smooth out the edges. First step is to wet the wall a little bit for as well better adhesion. And then we can get started. Alright, that's looking nice and smooth. Now it's time to put the hot tub on top. Alright everybody, I'm in my van and I'm on my mountain and alright guys, I'm cruising in my van on my road down to my forest, and I got my water tank right there behind me, you can see it, and now I'm going to the right place to install it forever. I'm cruising down Paradise Road. It's a beautiful day. I Got my water tank behind me. Almost driving into the bushes, but things will be alright. A little bit of rainwater has accumulated here, so I'm just siphoning it out into a bucket and then it's ready to be lifted. Alright, it's time to lift the fucking thing! I was successful! The jacuzzi hot tub water reservoir is on its place. Now I'm gonna just level it out so it's perfectly level and then fill the bottom in with some more cement so that it's perfectly seated. I used the jack to pump it up a little bit and now everything is perfectly level. Now I will take some cement and put it in the corners to fill up all the gaps. Alright, I managed to squeeze a bunch of cement in between the cracks and now it's looking good. What a milestone! The first permanent water reservoir in my food forest. I can't wait for it to be filled up and have a little swim in there. Alright everybody, that's it for this episode. In the next episode we'll be working on the rain catching system. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.